Hey, welcome to episode 4 of Stories from the Shed, a podcast sharing stories, songs, and friendships of Shed Studios, featuring the artists, creatives, musicians, and engineers shaping the music scene across Virginia Beach and Hampton Roads. I'm your host, owner of Shed Studios, Alan Bass. So thankful that you guys are tuning in. It's been a really busy week here in the studio, but a lot of fun. Last couple of months, last couple of weeks, had the privilege of recording a full-length album, some various EPs. I drove to Roanoke and helped finish a song that I recorded for a guy out in Nashville. I also put the finishing touches on 3 songs that Celeste and I started over 3 years ago, and those are going out to mixing. Today we have Celeste Kellog, my friend, my band boss, if you will. Celeste is from Smithfield, Virginia, not too far from here in Virginia Beach. She's a wonderful lady. She's got some amazing music coming out in 2026. Her new record, My Journey, will be dropping on January 30th. Today we get into her music career, how she got started, how she's opened for the Jonas Brothers when she was a little girl playing on Radio Disney back in the day. We shared some stories from the road. We got into just how to lead a band and the dynamics of a band. We got into her new record that's coming out next year, and we just reminisced and had a good time together. I hope you enjoy this new episode. Enjoy the first video format of our podcast. Hey, who knows? Maybe we'll keep this going. Let's tune in to my friend Celeste Kellog.
Scoop, 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 scoop. Boot, scoop, boogie. So wait, are we actually doing a Christmas version of that?
Do they make one? A boot scoot?
We could make one.
I'd be totally down.
Like, get down, turn around, go to Christmas Town, boot, scoop, boogie.
It's Christmas
you got
Village.
that jingle, jingle, jingle.
Sit down, turn around. Christmas.
Out in the country, past the city limit sign.
It's good to see you today.
It's good to see you too.
It's been fun working on songs that we started almost 3 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know what? I am so glad that we didn't finish them 3 years ago.
We've all grown in various ways in
It's
our
true.
lives.
It is very true. And some of these songs are like, they needed some revisiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's cool is that I think out of all, each one had a different thing. It's like one was like, yep, the way we did it the first 3 times because
Right.
we had 3 versions of it.
Yeah.
It actually turned out nice, and we liked it 3 years later. The other one was like, okay, minor tweak.
Yeah.
And then the last one, we're like,
We're
no.
redoing it. We're redoing it. Well, the thing was, I was trying to fit a specific vibe, like to fit into an album.
Yeah.
But now that there's more songs filling out the album, it can kind of balance in the way that it originally should have been done.
Is this your first full length?
No.
Really?
No, my first full length I released in 2010.
How old
9
were you?
songs. 2010. I would have been 16.
Wow. What was that called?
It was called This Is Where I Want to Be.
And it wasn't where you wanted to be.
Well, actually, they were some good songs for like a 15-year-old.
Was there? Was it country or are you doing other stuff?
It was country pop.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Was that your debut project doing country music?
Yep. It had, do you know the look?
I know the look.
And
yeah.
My Jeans.
I've heard My Jeans.
My Jeans. Yeah, it had all those songs on it.
oh,
Speed was on it.
Oh, the original.
Yeah, the original
Fun.
version of Speed. I had a song called Looking in Your Eyes. That was the ballad on there.
Okay.
And I did that with my boyfriend at the time, Blake Michael, who then went to be on Disney Channel.
Wow.
And fun fact, that was actually part of his audition, was that
song?
music video and
Really?
that song, yeah.
That is so cool. How long is this project that you're going to be releasing, and what is it called, and when does it come out?
Okay, great. I didn't prepare for this. It's called My Journey, and it's coming out January 30th.
We have a date.
We have a date.
That's amazing.
At least that's what we're telling people.
I've heard some other dates.
January 30th is the date. What's really cool is my digital distribution company, TuneCore, had a contest a few months ago called the Cut and Press Contest, and they were partnering with disc makers. And they're a company that produces CDs, but they also produce vinyl. And I saw it come across my email because I'm on their email list.
Yeah.
And it was asking for artists to submit. I was like, why not? I'm going to
Yeah.
submit. So I typed up a whole submission, completely forgot I did it. Got an email like the following Friday. They were like, congratulations, you're our winner. You get
Wow.
100 free vinyl.
You were the only submission. Just kidding.
It could have been.
No one reads those spam emails, and then you end up getting blessed out of it.
I know,
That's
right?
insane.
Well, the cool thing was that they had seen where I'd been a TuneCore member for like 16 years.
So what did you submit?
So I just they said, what is your genre? Why do you want music on vinyl? And
You sent them
and
some
to be
songs?
honest, no.
Wow.
I didn't even send them music. I just filled out like the questionnaire or whatever.
Yeah.
And I didn't even like spell check or I was just like, real quick, let me fill this out because it'd be cool. But I didn't even like put my best effort into it. But I think they probably, because they have access to my music.
Yeah.
They probably checked that out. You have to submit your socials and your Spotify numbers and all of that
And
stuff.
you did pretty good there.
And so that's a plus. And then I said I have a project coming up that's been literally like 3 or 4 years in the making.
Yes.
And
when was your last release?
Last EP release was in what was it?
I want to say 21, but I could be wrong.
No, it was before that.
2020.
No.
Keep It on Repeat?
Oh, I forgot about Keep It on Repeat. Yeah, that was 2020.
I play in your band.
It was the COVID year. Yeah, because it like almost didn't exist.
Yeah, because it was, if I remember
February
right,
of 2020.
February. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it has been a while.
It has been. I've been releasing singles periodically, which they will all be on the album. But yeah, it's called My Journey. So we have 5 singles plus the 3 we were working on, plus another one I just released, and 2 others I've recorded with Sal. That'll all be on the album.
I can't math that. But
It's like 10, 11, 12, somewhere in there.
Solid.
Yeah.
Solid full length.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
The remix will be on there and the Christmas song too.
So maybe more?
So it's like between 10 and 12.
Okay.
Watch it be 13.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there.
That's really fun. What's your hope for it? You know what? Like, I mean, obviously with the name My Journey, I'm going to assume that it's been an encompassing of your whole story.
It has. Well, what it started out as was just kind of trying to represent myself as a songwriter. Because when I had the idea for the album, I had just had some meetings in Nashville and they were like, well, you're not the best writer. You know, we need some other people and this is what we think you should sound like. And this is this and that and blah, blah, blah. And this was almost like a prove it to myself and like kind of push myself beyond that. And can I make a full album of songs that I've written?
Yeah.
And been like the 100% writer on it. Like, is that even a possibility? So I kind of dug deep and took that negativity as like something to push myself forward a little bit further.
Some great tracks.
Thank you.
I mean, the ones that you recently shared with me, I mean, it's definitely your best work.
I'm excited.
And I love the singles. All the singles have been great. I mean, Driving East and California Boy, that was my favorite. And then I got this next batch and I was like, man.
I like that though, because every time I sent you a song, you were like, and maybe it's just a line. You're like, this is the best song you've done.
But
right?
I genuinely, I meant that. Even, I mean, watching you, I've known you, we were just talking about like almost 9 years now, and just watching that development from the EP, You and Me EP, right?
Right.
So that's when I met you.
Yeah.
2016, 2017, to these songs now that Sal's been producing and other people and myself. There's been so much growth and depth in your writing and like lyrical topics and just you as a person, I think, in 10 years.
Well, yeah, that helps.
Yeah, it helps a lot. So
growing up.
I hope the people in Nashville will be wrong, and it's gonna be a great album, and you can write for yourself, and it's really good content.
And that's the thing too, is like I've stopped writing to please people. Yeah. Like if I'm not being myself, what's the point? Yeah. So I like the song I just released, Faith and Freedom. Yeah. Like if great song. I might make some people mad by releasing that song, but it's the truth. It's how I feel. And if you can't be who you are as an artist, then
yeah, it's a beautiful song.
What's the point?
Beautiful song. And I loved, reminiscing on the songs that we did 3 years ago that we're doing now. I was like, oh wow, they're
still really good songs.
They're really good songs. Yeah. And they're wholesome.
Mm-hmm. They're very family ties.
Very
not back in boots, but
yeah, that one's a fun, just sass, thing. But the other 2 songs, they're wholesome. Mm-hmm. They're genuine. They're from the heart. Yeah. And I think they represent you. And so I hope people hear that when they're listening to the album.
And I think what's cool about those songs and doing them here is because those are the songs that are like so close to home and they were done
Yeah.
literally like at home.
In my backyard.
Yeah, exactly. So
At the shed.
It brings it back to that root of like me being a Virginia girl. And that's why like in the album, I'm going to have sections. So you have like your Nashville section, you have your California section, which ironically has Driving East on it.
Well, everything is east of California.
Right.
So, yeah.
But then you have like the hometown section, and that will be everything that we've done here at Shed. So.
Yeah. Well, it means, I mean, I don't know if I've said this, but it means so much that I could do them and that you trusted me with them. So I know that when we started that, I was very early on here, and I was like, hey, can I do this song? Because I don't even know how to use my gear.
Yeah, you were like, let's just do a demo.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
Can we do a demo?
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, this actually sounds pretty good. And something your mom told me, and it's one of the most endearing comments that she's told me, is, after we did Back in Boots, she was like, and this was at the time, and this has obviously changed, but she goes, this is the first song where I actually felt like it was a Celeste Kellogg song.
That you heard me.
That we heard you.
Yeah, I remember that. And
I said, well, I was so honored that she said that. And then, and B, it's like, well, yeah, when you've spent so much time.
Yeah.
And, we're on the road, we're hanging out, we're at church, we're shooting the breeze. You learn a lot about the person. And
That's true.
I want to listen to that, you know, and kind of extract that. And it was really, really flattering for her to say that. So I'm really excited for all the songs, but
me too.
For these, definitely the ones at the Shed will be awesome. So how did you, going into today, I was like, there is a lot of Celeste I don't know, because I work with you. We're either in the studio and we just like jump in, working. We're in shows.
You just pick up and go.
We pick up and go so much. At church, we're like, okay, let's sound check. Let's go. How are you? What's going on? But there's a lot to your story I don't know. When did you start playing music? When did you get into music?
Yeah.
How old were you?
I was, I guess the first time I really got into singing in public was in church.
Okay.
So I was 6 years old, cherub choir, singing
Nice.
This Little Light of Mine, I'm going to let it shine. And we had our candles.
And were you, is that here in Smithfield?
Yeah. That was in
Virginia
Smithfield.
Beach now, but for you,
Smithfield Baptist Church.
Nice.
So I graduated from cherub choir and started the children's choir when I was old enough.
Yeah.
And we did musicals, and that was like my jam. Like when I was old enough to be in the children's choir, but I was not like, I didn't have seniority, Yeah. I was just the little kid in the background that had the hat on that got to sing like the choir stuff. But I memorized everybody's lines. I was like, wherever I went, I had the cassette tape that had the play, and I would listen and memorize it, and I'd have that with me. And I literally was mouthing their lines on the stage like this. I was covering my mouth.
Yes.
And pretending
you knew what was
I knew everything, and I'm like, this is your line. I got you.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I just fell in love with performing.
Yeah.
At church, whether it be acting and music and singing, dancing, all of that stuff. It was just kind of all encapsulated into one thing. And then I started searching for ways to perform in front of people outside of church.
Yeah.
So like I entered a local talent show. I just kind of searched for anything I could, which is kind of funny knowing myself now because I don't do that kind of stuff anymore.
Yeah. If anything, we're like, come on, Celeste, let's
more. Do this. Yeah. No, but I probably because I'm too busy now to even like, hey, I want to try this,
Yeah.
And we don't have like, I didn't have a phone in front of me 24/7 back in the day. So I'd get on my dial-up internet and I'd Google stuff.
Yeah.
If Google was a thing.
I don't think it was Ask Jeeves.
No, what I did was I'd go to our local radio. We had a Radio Disney here back in the day.
Really?
So I would go to their website just to see what was up, because I loved That So Raven. Yeah. I loved
Hannah Montana.
Yeah, well, Hannah was just starting.
Okay.
So I saw where our local Radio Disney was having an audition for a pop group.
Now, is Radio Disney, in the literal sense, it was a radio station?
Oh, they were like national on Sirius XM back in the day.
This wasn't my scene.
Yeah.
Okay.
100%. And they were a legitimate, like, nationally syndicated radio station. And then there were also local affiliates. Okay. So ours was an AM station. It was like AM. I always forget if it was 1650 or 1560, but it was one of those stations. And so we had a local one here in Norfolk. And then there was one also in Richmond. So they had Radio Disney at the time had seven.
Shout out.
Hey, had 7 different groups.
Wow.
Across the country, and so Norfolk was one of their trial spots. So they were going to have a group of 7 kids. They had auditions, and hundreds came out to audition. I was fortunate enough to be one of the 7 that was chosen.
And how old were you?
12.
Wow.
I was 12 years old, and I was the oldest
Really?
in the group. Yeah, I think we ranged from like 9 to 12. And we were just doing Disney covers. Like, I auditioned with a High School Musical song. I eventually did a Hannah Montana song, and then Cars was out at the time. So one of my songs in the set was Life is a Highway by Rascal Flatts. I got my country.
Yeah.
I got my country in there. But our first show was at a mattress store in front of our parents because they were a sponsor. It was a Mattress USA.
Where was that?
Somewhere in Virginia Beach. There was a and apparently the feedback in the room was horrible because of all of the metal. I don't know if that makes any sense.
You would think with mattresses it would be
all
absorbed.
but all of it was just all the frames. Something wireless was
but I
like.
played at pizza shops and stuff. Mattress store. I guess.
Mattress store, and our parents were sitting on the mattresses watching us play, and that was about it as far as a crowd. And our second show was at it was Ted Constant Center at the time, but Chartway Arena.
You went from the mattress store to Chartway.
Yeah, opening for Raven.
Wow. Was she the headliner?
She was the headliner, yeah. So
Who
it was
else on the
us,
ticket?
and then there was a hip-hop artist that was with Radio Disney at the time. I think he did a few songs with Radio Disney or on Raven. I can't remember exactly. But he was affiliated with her in the show. Mm-hmm. So it was us. We did 2 songs. We're all in this together.
Who is us?
RD7, the Radio Disney group.
Okay.
So we did we're all in this together from High School Musical, and we did We Are Family. We are family.
I love that.
Got up there on stage. I saw the glow sticks because at the time cell phones weren't a thing.
No, and you couldn't do. I mean, were there lighters?
Everyone had glow sticks, and I was like, "This is so cool."
That's an awesome second show.
Yeah, and I looked at like the guy next to me. His name was Ashton, and he was another one of the members of RD7. And I looked at him, and I did "This is so cool," and he was like, "I know," and he mouthed it back to me. And we're on the Megatron and everything, and I think we performed in front of 11,000 people that night.
Wow.
And I don't know if you remember this, but the funny thing is, back in 2022, we played the Patriotic Festival.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't believe it's taken me, I don't know, 15 years to get back in front of that many people.
Yeah, it was like 15,000 people.
Yeah.
It was packed.
So as something that I took for granted so much as a 12-year-old, like, this is my second show. I'm performing at the Ted Constant Center in front of 11,000 people.
And that was a peak. And then it went.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you started at the Mattress Factory, so I'd say you had a great
That was a good rehearsal.
Yeah.
It was a good rehearsal. But no, that was just such an amazing year. Disney did eventually dissolve all of the local groups because their stars at the time were in the tabloids doing things, and they were just kind of pulling back a little bit. Mm-hmm. But that was really where I learned how to perform in front of a crowd.
And how long was that run?
1 year.
1 year with Disney.
And the last show was us opening for the Jonas Brothers.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where was that at?
Ted Constant Center.
Okay.
But
were all your shows local, or did you do?
They were mainly local.
Okay.
Yeah. The Ted Constant Center, though, because the Jonas Brothers were just coming up, they had the stage facing just one side, so it wasn't like a full arena of people. There was probably 5,000 people there. But again, not a bad show.
Yeah, not a bad show.
Not a bad show.
Sure.
But we were their direct openers, and we had a good 30-minute set for that show.
Wow.
That was cool.
You never know. They've been bringing out all these artists on their tour.
My gosh. Right. We're going to call up that one girl.
And say, you could message them, just be like, hey, I don't know if you remember, but
you should.
But you should.
You should. I was 12 years old. I had braces. I still wear the jacket that I wore at that show. Yeah, the white. I don't know if you've seen me wear this white jean jacket.
I've seen. Was that white stool a Disney prop?
Yeah, that too.
Okay, yeah.
I still have that on stage.
Yeah, I've seen that on stage.
Yep.
But I wasn't sure if that was.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We all had Disney stickers on it. Everybody had signed their names on the stool. That's worn off.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So from Disney, that resolved and dissolved. What did you jump into after that?
After that, I started my own. Well, myself and one of the other guys started our own little local tween group, and we called it No Limit. And we did that for 2 or 3 years in the area. So we actually did that longer than we did Disney. And
I literally had no idea.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
So we did our own thing, and that's actually what developed into the independent film and movie that we filmed.
Okay, I remember the movie. What was that called?
It's called. Well, it has a few different names because it's been re-edited a couple times. The original name was No Limit Kids. Much Ado About Middle School. It was a screenplay that a college student had written in Nashville, and it was a family business. Like, the dad owned a record label, but also like an entertainment company. And Josh, which was the student, he was really into films and wanting to produce films, write films, direct films. So they basically just made a independent film, and somehow our paths crossed, and they found out about us that the film had already been written.
Yeah.
Or the screenplay. And we connected, and they were like, well, we could fit you guys into this movie and make it like a No Limit Kids, Much Ado About Middle School. It was essentially like a High School Musical, but middle school version, going through the drama and the bullying and the friends, not being your friends the next day. Save the theater. Like, there's it was a really cute film, very positive, very clean.
Yeah.
Elevating Entertainment is who did the production.
Okay.
And
what year was that?
2009.
So from time to time, I have friends that will be at random.
Oh my gosh, Christian
thrift stores,
yeah.
Christian stores, anything really, and it's popped up, and they'll send me pictures, and they'll be like, "Is that the girl you play with?"
Yes.
And I'm like, "Yeah, that's Celeste." And so they're like, "Do you want it?" I'm like, "I'm good."
But no, Brady might. In a couple years.
I should take them up on that next time. I've gotten several people who have done that through the years.
Do you even have a DVD player?
My wife probably does.
Okay. I think it's on Amazon. I mean, if you guys really, really, really want to just binge one night and watch it.
When Brady's old enough, I'll do it.
You're going to cringe. You're going to be like, what?
I've seen you in a lot of different phases of life.
That's true. I did do a really great crying scene, though.
Did you?
Yeah, like I judge. It's hard to watch yourself act, right? So I'm watching myself going like, hey, how do you feel about this? And it just seems like so weird.
Yeah.
Because it's just weird.
You know you're acting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the crying scene was like 100% real. Nice. And they were trying to tell me like, think of someone you love dying. Think of this. Think of that. None of that worked for me. I had to, and this is probably unhealthy, I had to convince myself that I was upset.
Really?
Yeah. I had to genuinely like repeat I hate this. I hate my life over and over again in my head, and convinced myself that I literally did.
Wow.
And I was crying for like 30 minutes.
Well, you got the scene.
I brainwashed myself.
Wow. That's crazy.
But none of the other stuff worked. I'm like, I can't imagine that my parents are divorced. They're standing right there. Like that's just, it didn't work for me. It works for a lot of people.
Right.
But for me, it was just like, I just got to convince myself that I'm really depressed right now.
So with the No Limits stuff, how long did that last, and when did you transition?
I think it lasted about 2 to 3 years. So we probably started that in 2007. We filmed the movie in 2009, and I feel like our last shows were probably in 2010 or maybe.
Where were you playing?
We were playing anywhere. We played like the little portico thing at Sandbridge.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, we just popped up our sound equipment, which we still have. We use it for rehearsal sometimes, and played there. We played at the fair.
Nice.
Yeah, like on the stages where they have dancers and stuff. Right. Just where they wanted family. We played a lot at the 17th Street stage at the oceanfront, because they had a big like family friendly program
for that.
back then. I remember. And we still had our Disney connection. Which we had played those stages when we were with Disney, and so she got us in there, and we did that. Yeah. So I mean, anywhere that would take 5 kids. We played Waterside before it was renovated. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
And my friend Ashton that I co-formed the group with, he was Steve Perry in like a 12-year-old kid's body. Like he sang the heck out of Separate Ways.
Wow.
So what was so funny is you see these kids on stage and he's like, Separate Ways. And he's just killing it with the vocals.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
was it a full band or was it just?
It was all tracks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But
so did you get into Celeste Kellog?
I did. I started taking trips to Nashville. Okay. And co-writing with different writers. And that was in the middle of No Limit too. Sure. So like in 2009, I think was my first Nashville trip. I co-wrote with some people there and started to really learn how like songs are formed and putting point A and point B together. I was also learning how to play guitar at the time, which helped a ton.
I was going to ask, when did that journey start?
2008.
Okay, so
I think.
Right there.
Right in the middle of all that. And
what was your first guitar?
My first guitar was from a JCPenney Christmas catalog.
Wow. that tracks.
Yeah.
From Christmas time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It had a no, it was pink.
Oh, okay. That's cute.
Also tracks.
That tracks too. Yeah.
And it had stars all over it. I'm going to have to show you. I'll send you the link later. But it was like my first YouTube.
You still have it?
My first, yeah, I do.
I'll see it at your house.
Okay. No, but my first YouTube cover that I did where I was singing and playing guitar at the same time. I was singing Our Song by Taylor Swift.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
And I was like, doom, doom, doom. Look down. Doom, doom, doom. And you know, because you're a guitar teacher.
Yeah.
Dum, dum, dum. And I kept dropping my pick inside the guitar. I'm left-handed. So I have a way better grip with this hand than I do with this hand.
I did not know you were left-handed.
How did you not know that?
I didn't know that.
I feel like you had to know that.
Maybe subconsciously.
At some point.
Maybe when we're like,
that's why I blame like my bad guitar skills on the fact that I play guitar right-handed and I'm a left-handed person.
You're not a bad guitar player.
I mean, okay.
You're not.
Fine.
You did track. Let me ask this question.
Okay.
Let me ask this question.
Oh my gosh, here we go.
Is this album the first album you've played on?
Yes, it is.
Let's go.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
I'm excited.
And it sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds
Really hey, got something going for me.
Where were you? Like 12 when you started playing?
13.
12,
13. Yeah, it was in middle school. Started playing acoustic guitar, started writing a lot.
Yeah.
It was just like my go-to.
What inspired you then?
I just love music.
Yeah.
I mean, I was never in a bad mood. I loved music. I dove into it. I was a big Disney Channel girl, which is kind of what I blame like my choruses and hooks on.
Yeah.
Is because I get the comment that they're catchy a lot, and it kind of leads towards like pop country.
Yeah.
But honestly, I feel like that's Disney Channel influenced, just because that was all I listened to.
And Rachel needs to talk Disney because she loves some Disney Channel, and
all
the shows I didn't watch that.
It was good stuff.
Yeah, she loved it.
Classics.
She knows all of it.
No, it was great. So that's when I started writing. I did my first. I guess it wasn't really an EP, but I recorded 4 songs. All eventually leading to an album of 9 songs.
Okay.
And I was working with my producer at the time, Andrew Lane, who also produced California Boy and Driving East.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. So.
What growth?
Right.
Yeah.
So
beautiful.
So Andrew, he had worked with B5, who was on Disney Channel, and so he had credits on. I say Andrew, it's so weird. I call him Drew, but that's his formal like credit name.
Sure.
Drew had worked with B5, so he was on the Hannah Montana CD, and he was also on High School Musical.
Great.
So he had those credits, and I had done this thing in California called the School of Pop, and so they taught you like how to perform. It was a week-long camp. Okay. Bunch of kids, bunch of teenagers, wild.
Yeah.
They taught you how to,
I'm sure it was.
Not really how to write, but they gave you like a little songwriting 101 class, a performance class, a dance class, and then they also had like vocal lessons. And at the end, you would perform at the showcase, and everybody got one song to do.
Nice.
But they brought you into a studio in Beverly Hills, and you had like 20 minutes to record to a pre-recorded track.
Yeah, it was canned, and you just did it.
Yeah, it was a pre-recorded track that you got at the beginning of the week. You could select which of the 5 you wanted, and you wrote your own melody and lyrics to it. Well, I walked in, and I told Drew was the producer. I said, I don't want to use any of these tracks. He's like, okay.
Look at such confidence.
I was like, I want to sing a cappella. And he was like, okay. So I went in there, and I sung a Christian song that I wrote called Don't Cry.
Nice.
And then I came out, and he was like, you're serious about this, huh? And I was like, yeah.
How old were you?
14.
Wow.
He was like, we need to go to Nashville. I was like, we do? Okay. So that's what started the whole writing journey. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I like these tracks and all, but I'm not going to use any of them.
So when you switched out of No Limits, you started putting out Celeste Kellog stuff. When did some sort of band figure start coming around at you, and how old were you?
That didn't happen until... So I went with the No Limit thing, all of that, and then I started taking more trips out to California after I'd released my first album. And I had some managers I was working with at the time that had a lot of contacts out there and was on a Gibson tour, promotional tour.
I remember you talking about this.
So Gibson actually gave me their bus to use on the West Coast. We played in San Diego, in Beverly Hills, and in Washington State and Seattle, because they had a showroom in Seattle.
All mattress factories?
No, Gibson showrooms.
Gibson showrooms.
Yeah, so it was like
amazing.
showcase showroom performance type stuff. So,
That's beautiful.
so they also helped me put together a band out there.
Nice.
And Eben Heyman was the guitar player, and he's the one I was the closest with. He was really, really talented.
Yeah.
Like the other guys had gone to Berkeley, and they were super talented too.
Wow.
But Eben was like really creative as well. So I could like bring him a song and say, "Hey, this is a song I just wrote. Like, help me, like do something with it." And so we would do songs that I hadn't even recorded yet, and like add those to the set too. But
that's cool.
that was my first my first performance with a band was like a karaoke style performance in Matthews, Virginia.
Wow. We just played there.
Yeah. So they had a whole you could come up and pick a song that the band knew and you got to perform, and I was like 13 and I was like freaked out. But anyways, fast forward, my actual first band was when I did the Gibson tour.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Berkeley musicians. That's amazing.
they were good.
Yeah,
they were very
they
good. But it was a different experience learning how to balance that. I had no idea what in-ear monitors were at the time.
Yeah.
So I had a monitor on stage, and it was fun. CeeLo Green's Forget You was very popular at the time, so we did a country version of that.
Nice.
And then we also performed at the Gibson showroom in Nashville as well. So it lasted about a year or so, and I was just performing all over the place, like California, Nashville, Texas, Washington State, Portland, Oregon. Like I was just, and some of this was band stuff.
I didn't realize that.
And some of it was just tracks. So I was going literally everywhere. And then I'm trying to think what kind of brought me to be more like in Virginia. I don't know, but
just naturally kind of.
It just kind of settled. Yeah.
So when did Tyler, our drummer?
2013.
2013.
So that was my first development of the band in Virginia. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I met Tyler actually through an ex of mine, who was in Virginia for a while and wanted a band.
Yeah.
And so he was trying to find local musicians and met Tyler at Subway. And so they were going to do something together, and then that kind of fell through. But I was like, well, hey, I need a drummer.
Right.
So
you all went to school together?
We did.
That's cool.
And we played soccer together too.
Oh, wow.
So like we knew each other, but we didn't know each other.
Yeah.
And so we started rehearsing. He gave me some other people locally that he knew that were musicians, and we practiced. And we did a show. You're gonna cringe at this. Our first show, we didn't know the songs very well. I did. Yeah. But I also didn't know instrumentally how to tell other people like what was right and what wasn't right.
Yeah.
So Tyler was back there with his headphones on, and that's a normal thing for like drummers to have headphones on and listen to a click track and all that stuff. But he had the original artist playing in his ears. So he could follow with the song of the original artist. And I had to turn around several times and tell him to stop, because where he was in the song was not where we were. Because we had gotten off track.
I have so many questions, but we're just not going to go there.
I didn't know any other way.
That's crazy.
At the time.
Wow.
But yeah, that was our first experience. We've grown.
Yeah.
It's been 12 years.
12 years.
Yeah.
Man, that is crazy. I think, I'm trying to remember when I met you. I think it was 2017.
Yeah.
Yep. And then
we were just starting in the click and track department at that point.
Yeah, you were just starting to do that. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, did I meet you because Rachel was playing with you?
I think we played at the church.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, because
we did something at the church.
You did something at our church, and then Rachel was
playing bass, and she had a hat on with a
hook.
Fish hook.
Yeah, she did. She loved country music.
She was excited.
I didn't like country music at all.
I know.
At all. Like, kind of detested it.
Wow.
My ignorance.
Wow.
And then, I think I jumped up there too, and we were just screwing around, and then we became friends. Mm-hmm. And then later in the year, you were like, "Hey, can you fill in?"
Yeah.
And
yeah,
I had really not been exposed to
that kind of music.
That kind of music, but also like 3-hour sets.
Oh yeah, that too. That's a whole marathon.
And that was a totally different world, because I grew up playing in the music scene.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of punk rock bands, rock and roll.
How long were your sets?
30 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. And they were just like...
The songs are so fast, you could get through like 20.
Yeah.
In 30. I'm just kidding.
Punk rock songs, like you could do probably 12 songs in 30 minutes. But it was just different. It was like very like performance, and like it wasn't bar style where people are like looking at you the whole time and then they walk away. and
Yeah.
then they show back up and then
Yeah.
walk away. So that was a totally different experience. Then, so I was filling in with you on bass, and then eventually guitar, and then,
Yeah.
as people would leave, and
Right.
I would keep going, and,
Yeah.
and then eventually started playing
In and out and in and out.
in and out, and then.
But you've been in
for a long time
for 3 or 4 years now.
since 21.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because that's when we did the Christmas show, and
Yeah.
I feel like that was the first time you signed on like for
forever.
not forever. I mean, come on. Oh no, I'm just kidding. I was gonna say, what is the word I'm looking for?
Like,
Indefinitely.
Indefinitely.
That's it.
Yeah, kind of like
that was the word.
All right, I'm committed.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do this.
Yeah.
And it's been almost 5 years.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That is
Oh my
crazy.
gosh. It doesn't feel that long. It's been almost 9 years. That's really fun.
It is fun. It has been awesome, and it's great to have you here, and have somebody that, and a band overall
Yeah.
too, that you can just like, they can finish your thoughts, that you trust them.
Yeah.
You can openly talk with one another,
Yeah.
and
you're friends with?
yeah, you're friends with. And in the musician world, it's hard to find a group of people that get along. But
Yeah.
also, like if you're working on something and you want to critique something just to make it better, it's hard to find people that accept that
It is.
but don't take offense to it.
Yeah.
But I feel like we found a group of people that are okay with that.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
I think
we all want to get better.
I want
Obviously.
if you grow, we grow, right? And so,
Yeah.
I mean, I try to approach life this way. Like, I want to be honest
Yeah.
with those that I love around me, and I want the same respect
Right.
to me.
Right.
Like, if I hear something that maybe you can improve on, I want you to call me and say, hey, can we do this?
Yeah.
Because it's iron sharpens iron. We're always growing, and
Right.
like we never arrived. And this has been a genre. I say this a lot. Like country music for me, I still feel like I'm a student.
Yeah.
Like some days I'm like, am I like, is this imposter syndrome? Like this is like.
You've done such a great job though.
Thank you. I mean, it's just been
Yeah.
totally a new world. So, it's been a lot of fun learning, and you get a lot of fun experiences. We've
Yeah,
traveled all over the
100%.
place.
Yes,
and
we have.
It's been a lot of fun. The guys that we roll with, it's been super healthy. And
See, that's the thing too.
yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like it's hard. It's like a relationship though, because you're around each other so much, and you're with each other and having to rely on each other at like in important moments, and especially even backstage, on stage, backstage. You want to be able to
Hotel.
trust, who's around you and all
Yeah,
that.
because Carrie Job said this. I really like this analogy. It's like who I put in my band isn't who I want to be with on stage. It's who I want to be with the 23 hours I'm
That's
off
true.
stage.
Yeah,
And I think that's so important. And that's
Yeah.
something I do really value about the Celeste Kellog band is that it's a fun experience, the 23 hours. Like when we're flying, we all get like, okay, we need space. You know, like I don't have to hang out with you the whole time. And like vice versa.
or you don't have to entertain the other person, or then you can talk. Like
Yeah.
I mean, it isn't forced. It's not awkward.
Yeah. We
know.
don't have to string you along. You don't have to string us along. It's like,
Yeah.
we're just going to vanish and like go to a random guitar store.
Yeah.
And coffee
Bye.
shops.
I was just like, are you guys okay?
Yeah. Like, we're good.
As long as the rental car is good and you guys are alive, we're good. And you'll be at the show tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're good.
What time are you coming?
Yeah.
You know?
But
that's great.
sound check was 5 minutes ago. No, I'm just
No,
kidding.
we've never. No.
I'm joking. I'm
We've got a
joking.
good crew.
Yeah.
We're professional.
Yeah. Just kidding. Just kidding.
What do you have on the horizons once the album comes out?
Well, the album's coming out on vinyl and like on CDs, obviously. It'll be on all of the streaming platforms as well. Gonna do a lot to support the album between music videos, obviously performances, and really trying to expand our reach a bit with different people that we're going to try to get in front of. We've talked about some of that
Yeah, of course.
privately.
Yeah.
Different groups of people that we'd like to really kind of connect with and perform in front of and for and getting a new, I don't know,
new
really
energy.
A new energy.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know how to say it without saying it, but you know what I'm
No,
saying.
I get it. It's like
Yeah.
it's a turning of a page.
Yeah.
I think next year, there's going to be a lot of new.
Yeah.
It's going to be fresh.
A little bit of a turning point.
A little bit of no pun intended.
Right.
Faith and freedom. But yeah, like I do think it's gonna be a fresh year.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be exciting.
Yeah.
You know, what's to come. Any more singles before the album comes out?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think we're going to leave it up because
You're just gonna drop
Christmas season's coming.
It is.
So, I mean, I could maybe see dropping a single a week or so before the album is released, just as a little teaser, like, reminder, this is coming out next week.
Right.
But I really haven't thought that much into it. But yeah, January 30th, album release date. Pre-sales are supposed to start in November.
Okay.
So,
any place
or
you'd
have
like
started.
to go on this album cycle for the people?
Any place I'd like to go, Florida,
Ooh, let's do Florida.
on a beach somewhere. Yeah,
St.
no.
Petersburg, Tampa, anyone in St.
We'll
Petersburg, Tampa,
we'll just
anywhere.
spend the whole year in Florida.
I
How's
would
that?
love that. That'd be a great tour.
I would love
Especially
that.
if it's in the winter.
California though too, just because
Yeah.
I have a lot of fans in California that would like us to be out there, and they are heavy on that like coastal country, pop country vibe.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be a good place to go.
Yeah, that'd be great. Texas.
Yeah, Texas, 100%.
Yeah, we need to go to Texas.
Canada.
Ooh.
I've had a lot of requests for
Well,
Canada
there's
and the UK.
Well, I believe the UK. I didn't know that the Canadians really loved country music.
They love country. They have their
That's
own
incredible.
CCMA, Canada Country Music Association.
I didn't realize that.
My co-writer on Beach Somewhere, Aaron Goodvin, won for Songwriter of the Year.
He's from Canada.
He is from
I
Canada.
did not know that. Wow.
Yep.
I've learned so much about you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because we never get to like sit down and
I know.
talk.
This has been really fun.
Yeah. Even like when you join the band, it's like, hey, ready? Let's go. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
Sometimes you just don't get the deep moments.
Yeah.
like,
You-
where we can stop.
until you record them for the public to hear.
Yeah, yeah, and you're like, what's that song about? Are you okay?
Yeah. Right. Exactly. You get the text like, how are
Are
you?
you doing okay?
Are you all right?
Yeah.
Like, do you need prayer?
We all need prayer.
Yes. Every day.
Yes. Well, Celeste, thank you so much for coming on the Stories of the
Thank
Shed. This is our
you.
first episode, on video. So
On
thank
video.
you
And
for
it's still
watching.
recording.
Still recording.
So,
Time.
Yes.
Thank you for being here. Thank
Of
you
course.
for being a client and a friend of Shed Studios. Thank you for being. You wear a lot of hats in my life. Just you kind of band boss, and
Yeah.
then you're on my worship team.
True.
We're friends and client as well. So. And you do all of them very gracefully. So thank you.
Thank
And
you.
Thank you for being a friend of my family and everything.
Of
So,
course. Of course. You have a beautiful family, and I'm grateful for you and your how do I want to say this? Your steadiness. Yeah. You're such a rock and kind of like a foundation that's just really good, and I can come to you and say, how do you feel about this? What do you think about this? And I know you're going to be honest, but you're also going to be honest in a loving way, which is also good. But I really appreciate that, and I appreciate the stuff you've done for me as far as the band and everything, and then also just having fun here in the studio. It's good to have somebody around that I can look at you and you'd be like, okay, there's something up,
Yeah.
or I need to handle something or whatever. It's just
Yeah.
it's nice to have someone that can be that role. So I appreciate that, and I appreciate the encouragement of me growing in singing Christian music.
Yeah, that's been
Putting
so
me on the
fun.
worship team, and now I'm putting worship in my set.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Praise the Lord.
Yeah. I looked at you. We were playing at the Eagle's Nest, which is a country bar in Chesapeake, Virginia. And I highly doubt they've ever heard a worship song played in their bar before.
This was the Ashley Cook show?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Oh, yeah, when we did My Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you.
I looked at you and you looked so proud. I was like,
I was.
crap. I cannot look at him. I'm going to cry.
Well, I felt emotional.
I saw that, and I
Yeah.
don't see that from you often.
I felt emotional. What is so cool, and this is, I think I posted like a story about this the other day. It's like the people you meet because of music. It's beautiful. And just to see your journey. And then that moment, I was just like, look, I always say it to you, what growth?
Right.
But also just look at God, because you have grown so much, and you turned the bar into a church. I mean, it was
You could feel
people are hungry
the energy
for it.
Yeah.
And people are looking for hope in all the wrong places, and so people they're looking for things, and you gave them a taste of the good news.
It was the loudest applause we had that night.
It was the loudest applause. I would dare say it was the loudest through the whole night.
I didn't say the whole night,
It was electric. And then when we did the next night, or the next weekend, or that weekend at New Realm, when we did the same thing, I mean, it was electric.
You can feel it. There's a
feel it.
change and there's a shift.
There's a shift with that song in particular. I love Ann Wilson.
Yeah.
But with that song in particular, there's such a shift in the room that happens. I love it. I don't ever want to stop.
Well, and what's so good about the song is she's so good at meeting whoever is listening to it for the first time where they're at. Like, are you past the point of, it's like a perfect PSA. Are you past the point of weary? Are your burdens laying heavy? Is it all too much to carry? Well, let me tell you about, and so it's such a great conversational piece, and it fits so well in the country realm. So it bridges that gap.
It does.
It doesn't feel unnatural in a set. And anyways, I'm just appreciative of you giving me the space in church to start that stuff.
We're so honored to have you.
Well, I appreciate it. And then growing and being able to do those songs. And now just like you said, a few years ago, I wouldn't have thought to put that in my set. Now I'm like, why wouldn't I?
You wouldn't be that bold.
Yeah.
And now you're like, no, this is who I am. This is what I stand for.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. And, the next record is a little bit more in that flavor. I'd love to help. It's beautiful.
I'm already like over here going, need a flavor, but it's like a Jesus song. Anyways.
Love to do some Christian music with you.
Yes.
It'd be fun.
It would be very fun.
Thank you for listening to Stories from the Shed. My name is Alan Bass. This is my friend Celeste Kellogg. Celeste, where can we follow you?
Anywhere.
Anywhere and everywhere.
Except home. That'd be creepy. No, you can go to CelesteKellogg.com. It has all my socials and wherever you can stream my music online. You find me literally everywhere.
Literally everywhere.
Except don't follow me in person. That's weird.
It's weird. We don't like stalkers.
No.
Well, safe travels back home. Thanks for
Thank
coming
you.
today, and I'll see you soon.
All right. Sounds good. Bye.